What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to be doing a review of the winning MS-500 boxing gloves, so stay tuned.
Uber up the styles like miles and shit. Like 60s funky worms with waves and perms, just sending junky rhythms.
Hey, what's up, guys? Carlo here. Today I'm excited to do a review of the winning MS-500 boxing gloves. As you can see here, I got this in the 14-ounce Velcro Closure in the blue color scheme. I really like the blue. It really has a nice shine to it. And I decided to go with the Velcro Closure because a couple years ago I actually did a review on some 14-ounce lace-up versions, and I do most of my training on my own primarily, so Velcro is just more convenient to use rather than having somebody lace up your gloves for you. And again, I just wanted to see how the quality of the wrist support was with the Velcro glove. It comes to no surprise that winning is probably the gold standard in regards to boxing gloves. They've been around for a very long time, and they're used by a lot of, if not all, professional boxers and MMA fighters that have used and trusted winning for their training. And it comes to no surprises because the overall quality, fit, feel, and finish of the glove is a perfect balance of everything. If you have used these gloves before, then you know what I'm talking about. If you're new to winning and you've been kind of on the fence about purchasing these gloves, hopefully this review will give you some answers to that and remove any doubts or questions that you may have. So let's go over the first thing. Is going to be the glove design. As you can see here, Winning has their own glove design. They've actually been copied over the years by other companies that do a Japanese style boxing glove. If you ever see the Japanese style, what they're referring to is to Winning. So they have their own glove design. You can see here it is a mid to compact glove, this being a 14-ounce glove. It's not a huge glove, it's not a really big bulky glove, and that's something that a lot of people like, is that it's very sleek and compact. Doesn't mean that the actual hand compartment is really tight, but just the overall profile of the glove is more of a medium to compact size glove, as you can see here. So it is a very simplistic design. Winning does offer custom like metallic colors, but that makes the price go up significantly. But if you were to stick to their stock color schemes, the blues, the whites, the red, the black, then the pricing wise, those are usually at the entry level as far as pricing goes. You can see here that it does have the standardized screen printed Winning logo on the back. Really looks nice and clean. Everything is blue. The only thing that has contrasting color would be this white thumb piping right here, as well as the 14-ounce weight on the grip bar. Then you can see that it has about a 2-inch Velcro strap. So unlike a lot of other gloves I've used in the past, the Velcro strap on this is pretty thin. I was actually a little bit surprised. I would think that Winning would use something a little bit more robust, but again, it is a leather Velcro strap. You can see that it's pretty thin. It doesn't offer much in terms of robustness or size there. It does use a standard polyester smooth nylon liner. You can see here that it does have the tag that said it's made in Japan. These are the MS-500s, so you can see that there, and the Velcro strap. Here is the side of the glove along the side here. So overall, a very simplistic yet effective design. You can see that the knuckle is kind of rounded. It has a nice rounded look to it. It's not very flat on the punching surface right here. And last but not least, the glove is very well balanced. Also, when I put these on the scale, they came in almost exactly at 14 ounces. So the next thing would be the quality. The quality on these gloves are top notch. Again, they're the gold standard of boxing gloves. The leather is nice and smooth and supple. You can see that it has a nice sheen to it. The leather is not matte. It almost has a very nice slick sheen to it there. You can see that all of the stitching is superb. These are all handcrafted in Japan. So you can see here, traditionally, Japanese culture is very big on the details, all the small details, not just in boxing gloves, but just culturally. They take a lot of pride in the products they produce, and these gloves are no exception to that. You can see that all of the leather is all nicely, tightly packed, bonded to the foam. No stitching on the edges of the corners. The double stitching on the grip bar looks really good. The piping looks really done nicely. All of the piping on the palm side looks really good. On the back side here, the Winning logo It's screen pitted nicely right on the middle, centered on the back of the glove, and it's exactly the same on the right side of the glove, or should I say the right pair. And on the back right here, you can see everything is done really nicely. High quality Velcro on the wrist support right here, and you can see kind of where they double back on the stitching on the back side there. It's almost like they went across with the sewing machine, then it kind of came back a little bit just to tie it off right there. So you can see all of that's done very nicely. Nothing is bunched up on the inside as well, so when you put your hand in here, you don't feel like there's extra material that's bunching up around your palm or on the back of your hand. A lot of times when you have too much material, that can cause discomfort because it kind of bunches up and it kind of pinches against your hand, or kind of bunches up on a spot that causes discomfort every time you hit the bag. But not with these, they do a superb job. And the leather they use is pretty much the same throughout the entire glove. I did notice that on the palm side here, that the texture of the leather is a little bit more grainier than the actual back of the glove. So you can see here the back of the glove and the actual punching surface is really nice and slick and shiny. And then the palm side of the glove right here is really, you know, shiny as well, but it has more of a grainy texture to it. So you can actually see that there's a difference in the leather that they use for the back side of the glove and the palm side. All leather construction, just a different grade that they use, or should I say a different hide that they use for the palm side. So overall, I mean, the quality on this is top notch. Now, comfort wise, putting my hand into the glove, again, this is where this glove really excels. My hand's in a very nice and natural position. My thumb doesn't feel like it's pinched or doesn't bottom out at the top of the glove. My fingers are in a nice natural position as well. I have medium-sized hands, so these fit me perfectly. It has a nice grip bar here, but at the very seam of the fingertip, it has a nice little rolled extra foam grip bar on the inside. It almost feels like they rolled a little piece of rubber over and made it to where your fingertips can grip on to really curl your fist and make that great fist right there. So comfort wise, they're exceptional. The thumb right here, a lot of time this piping gets really tight and can give you some discomfort on your thumb, but not in that case. This case, it feels really comfortable. They feel pretty well broken in. They do take a little bit of time on the heavy bag to really give them that nice broken in, loosened up feeling, but out of the box they feel really broken in as well. They're not a stiff feeling glove. And down around the wrist area, it's comfortable as well. It has some flexibility to it, and overall they're just extremely comfortable gloves. So performance wise, these gloves perform great. This has a medium to firm density padding. A lot of people would describe it as more pillowy feeling, and these gloves are great for everything really. You can use these for the pads, for the heavy bag, for sparring. So they're a great multi-use glove, which is why I think it attracts a lot of people, is because they don't have to use different kind of gloves for different kinds of workouts. They can use one glove for one kind of workout, and it does a great job at doing everything. It's very protective, you get good feedback from it, so it's a good bang for the buck as far as being able to do everything very well. The only area of concern for these Velcro versions is that the wrist strap here, you can see that, again, my wrists are medium in size, that going around, that this piping kind of overlaps on the wrist, and I feel that they could add maybe, you know, a 1/4 inch more of padding alongside the wrist area to give it a little bit more stability. So that's one area that I think can be improved in my opinion, because you can see here it doesn't offer much in terms of wrist support other than just the Velcro strap, which again is pretty flimsy to begin with. There's not much of a strap there to begin with. It's almost like they just made these just in order to close the wrist, and that's really it. They didn't really make it to more where you had a lot of wrist support on the front side. The back side, you have, I would say, maybe a 1/4 inch on the back side of the glove right here on the back of the wrist, but I would like to have seen a little bit more wrist support on the front side, on the palm side of the glove. So now cost wise, this is where the winnings are obviously a big challenge for some people. The cost of these gloves are really expensive. I've seen them anywhere from $300 to $500. I mean, just there's so many different price ranges, and that's because there's 3 to 4 different suppliers that sell, or should I say retailers that sell Winning. You have Kozuji, you actually have Winning USA that's based out of Southern California. I got these from Gen International Boxing. I'll put the link below in the description box, as well as Amazon and eBay. So you have different retailers that sell these gloves, and I've seen prices vary greatly. I mean, I've seen them anywhere from $300 all the way to $500, as well as sizing. So if you go from an 8 to 10 ounce fight glove, those are usually cheaper. Once you get to like 12, 14, 16 ounce gloves, then the price skyrockets from there. So just depending on size, color, and style, also Velcro and lace up also changes the price as well. So you just have to do a little bit of shopping around, but I'll leave you guys a link on where I got these particular gloves, and then from there you guys can make your informed decision. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any comments, make sure you guys leave them down below in the comments box, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.